WOCA.
Ocala.
Ocala, baby, what makes you look so good? Ocala, baby, what makes you look so good? Why don't you love me like I know you could?
5 minutes after 10 o'clock, it is time for Ocala Magazine Radio. Kelli Hart is here. Her name is Kelli. It's St. Patrick's Day, and she's wearing nothing that is green.
No, I'm not.
Good morning, Kelli. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
Good.
I don't know if I necessarily even own anything green, to be quite honest.
You're not a green fan.
No, not really. I mean, I like the color green,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
just, I didn't even think about it. I didn't actually think about it until the ride over here, and I was listening to the radio, and of course I was quickly reminded that today was St. Patrick's Day.
Today is St. Patrick's Day,
Oh,
yes.
shoot, I forgot.
The big question of the day is, how do leprechauns reproduce? There are no lady leprechauns. Just curious about that whole species.
Maybe they're transgender.
Still.
Aren't they allowed?
No babies, yeah.
I don't know.
The Florida legislature just redefined what sexual intercourse is, but still, doesn't change anything.
They redefined it?
Yeah.
What's the new definition?
It includes everybody.
Okay, wonderful. I'll
It used to
Google
be
that
just
later.
men and women. Yeah, now it's everybody.
Okay, well, all right. Animals too?
Yeah, I would assume so, yes. If you have a legal case and it involves
Let's-
your male horse having, fun with the tortoise, I think that's okay.
Okay.
At least
Good.
it's...
Well, I'm glad we're focused on the really important
Oh,
things.
my gosh. The article in this month's magazine, by the way, of your trip to D.C., I love that. I love your
Thank you.
when you do the trips, like the one you did to Quebec and now this one. Oh, and then the photographs are really nice.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that was not actually a planned story. That just happened by circumstance, because when we got to D.C. and we had the ability to go up to the dome, the top of the dome, it, of course, then when I got back, I said, I need to write about this because I learned so much that I didn't even realize. And, I love history and I love America. And
That was cool.
so it was a really nice moment that I wanted to just share.
And I know you shared part of this with us once before, but did you have in advance an invitation or did you let Congressman Yo-Ho know that you were going to be there?
No, Yo-Ho did not know.
I had to think, was it Yolo or Yo-Ho?
Yeah,
Yo-Ho.
I know. My friend Paul Skinner actually just saw that I was in D.C. on Facebook, and he got an invitation, but of course was not in D.C. at that particular
Okay.
moment. And I happened to be there, so it was kind of serendipitous. He said, hey, if you and your daughter want my 2 spots, you can, show up this day, this time, if you're going to be there, and you can participate in the tour. So it was just...
That is kind of cool.
It was just perfect timing. Yeah, it was wonderful.
To sit there, especially with your daughter, who is in the we're all always learning, but when you're a
Right.
child, you're really absorbing everything.
Oh, sure.
So for her to experience that, not just the tour, but to actually see a session in progress, right?
Yeah.
Right? Didn't you say?
Yeah. We saw a session. In fact, it was really cool because then the next day we were seeing on the news, or that evening on the news, the outcome of the same session that we sat in. So that was pretty interesting. Probably more so for me than her. I don't think she maybe understands that right now. But she was certainly interested in the whole Capitol building and the fact that we got to go into a place where not very many other people get to go. So for her, that was kind of special.
Do you know there's a ceremony conducted whenever they put a building up in anywhere, I guess. In D.C., the Capitol building had a ceremony that the Masons did back in George Washington's time.
Yes.
And the gavel that was used for that ceremony, I guess they tap it 3 times. That gavel is coming to Ocala.
I know.
Did you
Yes,
know that?
the gentleman reached out to me. He read the story. So this is just one of those things where I happen to be there, happen to go, happen to write the story. This gentleman happens to read it. The gavel happens to be coming to Ocala.
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah,
hoping
yeah.
that we can link up, even if it's for nothing more than just the opportunity to see something that's
photo op, yeah.
so amazing. Yeah, because I had written about that particular moment where, the very first cornerstone was laid and how that whole process works. And then here comes the gavel that actually was there and used to help lay that cornerstone. So it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily fishing for somebody to teach me this, but I don't really understand how the cornerstone is the cornerstone. I don't understand how that supports everything. I don't get that.
Yeah, I know. Is it like Jenga? Like if you pull that one
I know.
stone out, everything just crumbles?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really sure, and I don't want to test the theory on that, but I just trust it.
Other thing in this month's Ocala magazine. Oh gosh, let me see if I find it. I was on your page with the tour. It's such a pretty photographs you did, by the way, for the tour of the Capitol. All right. So what was the thing with the weird fingernails and all that stuff? What was that?
Oh, the trends.
Fingernails made out of fur. What is that?
Yeah, so we, just like a lot of our other stories, we happen to be talking about really interesting, unique, bizarre, maybe for lack of better words, trends that are happening right now. And so we got to doing our research and discovered some pretty interesting trends they're legit trends. These are things people are doing.
No.
They're opting for, and one of them being furry fingernails. So, like last year, maybe the year before, the big thing was decals. You could go and you could get all these decals put on your nails, and airbrush has been around for a really long time. And piercing, I remember when you could get acrylic nails, or I guess your real nail, and they would drill a little hole through it and put like a little charm. And then it went away for a while, but now that's back. But now furry nails are kind of the thing. So in theory, I don't know how realistic that could be, because if you wash your hair, it seems like anything that you do that would not work out very well for you, but it's a thing. It's a trend.
It's a thing. Yeah. We had a lady in the studio, and she runs I don't know if the shop is still in business, but it's a clothing shop for women over in where Anthony's place is. What's that called? Heathbrook? Is that what they call it?
Yes.
Yeah, Heathbrook. And so her clothing shop is one of those upscale, high end, expensive dresses. And she's into fashion. She goes to New York. She's one of these ladies. Okay. So I said to her, "Is Ocala?" Like Ocala used to have this reputation of being behind the times when it came to things cultural.
Right.
With today's technology, are we on this? Has America? Do we do everything at the same time now, or does it always trickle down from the big cities? And she said, "No, we're always behind the times." Do you think that's true?
I do agree with that. Yes.
You do.
I do. I don't know if it's necessarily that we don't learn about things as quickly or at the same time as other major cities or more metropolitan places. I just think our mind frame is so that we are not as open-minded to maybe exploring or expressing ourselves in the same way that other people do. So there might be a trend that's really bizarre, and Ocala is just not going to really be on board with that. It doesn't mean we don't know about it. I think we're just not as eccentric as some other places that maybe like on the West Coast, like your LA and your San Diego's and places like that, where people, it's like, oh, that's the thing. I'm trying it. I'm doing it. It doesn't matter how eccentric, doesn't matter. But in Ocala, because not everybody's doing these things,
right.
If you're that one person or that two or three people, you stand out like a sore thumb. And it's like, that person's weird, Where if you're in LA, the weird person is the person who's not doing those things.
That's
so,
true.
Yeah, I think we're learning about it just as quickly now because the internet helps us stay.
So the things in this article that are trending, are they trending in Ocala or are they trending in LA?
They're trending across the board.
Okay.
These are the trends. Now that doesn't mean that there are not people in Ocala who are willing to try these things. I particularly like the idea of like the little pierced fingernail with the little dangle.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
I think that's
except
cute.
That could get caught on something. It could get caught
on some things. So,
the urine therapy, there's no way I would want to have anything to do with that one.
I don't think so either. But, I have heard many times throughout the years that it's really great for acne. It's really great for like rosacea and skin problems.
Come on.
But I don't know.
No.
I have never tested that
Is it your own
theory.
or somebody else's?
I would assume your own. Not that I don't think someone else's might not work. I just think someone else's might cross over into like really gross. My own is gross enough.
The utility
Yours
kill?
is extra gross if it's going to be
I appreciate
on
that.
me. No offense.
Oh my God. That's the first time you've ever said that to me, Kelly.
Well, I'm sorry.
Good morning. You're on the air with Kelli Hart, who's got the name Kelly, but she's not wearing green today.
Good morning.
Good morning, Larry and Kelly. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you.
The cornerstones, to regress a little, the entire Washington is laid out on a square grid form of architecture or planning. And the cornerstone is when you build a building. That stone is set. And once it is set, it's set as close as they can get it to how the building should be built. And from that cornerstone, all lines of, for leveling and building the distance of between everything, keeping everything square, is from that cornerstone. That's the way it used to be. I don't know how they do things today, but that was used right up until not too long ago. When I was a kid, they were still using a cornerstone and laying all your lines out from this particular stone for the exact footages or inches and everything else required to build a building so it comes out looking square and, level.
Well, that makes sense.
So that's about it.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you, Sonny.
You too.
All right, let's squeeze in the break real quickly,
Okay.
and we'll be right back. This is Ocala Magazine Radio with Kelli Hart. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sunshine today and quite nice with a high of 67 to 72. Clear Friday night and chilly, lows ranging from the mid-40s in a few inland spots to 51 on the coast. Saturday will be gorgeous with sunshine and a warmer afternoon, high 75 to 79. Sunday, mostly sunny, becoming breezy, the highs in the 70s. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952.
What you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Instagram is also good for real estate because it's searchable. So you can search for a hashtag like a city name or even a certain neighborhood and find a listing you may not have seen otherwise. Rooms with candlelight and soft music help people eat about 120 fewer calories per meal compared to eating somewhere bright and loud. Would you like to be more likable and considered great leadership material? Just use your hand gestures wisely.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
All right, 18 minutes after 10 o'clock. Kelli Hart is here from Ocala Magazine. We're talking about Ocala Magazine, and the segment is called Ocala Magazine Radio. The new issue is out, and there's a lot of really nice articles in there.
Thank you.
Really, really good. By the way, we bumped into Keith. He was at the Student Media Festival judging thing that we went to. So,
Yeah,
And
because he wrote that really awesome
told him a little
about recycling. Yes.
Talked about that.
That's awesome. Yeah, and we want to direct everybody to our Facebook page. We've been doing some really amazing giveaways lately. We've been able to give away 2 weekend trips to the Gaylord Palms, which was nice because we like to reward the people who follow us on Facebook and interact with us and engage with us, because we're always asking, hey, like us and like us and like us, and obviously we want to return the favor when we can and do some giveaways, and so that's what we do. We put a great video. Of course, everybody now has heard about the infamous cobra that's on the loose.
You mentioned the cobra. You mentioned the cobra.
I know. Is there like confetti or something that'll fall? So I mentioned the cobra, because we kind of got wrapped up in it too. The same day we were watching the aerial coverage and talking about the cobra and how crazy people were acting about.
You pranked your mom is what
about
you
the
did.
Cobra, and so so
you were mean to your mother.
I don't want to call it mean. That's just me. She knows me well enough to know.
Does your mother listen to your show right now?
Yes, she does.
I think she was on to you.
I don't think that she was on to me.
I think she was pulling one over on you.
I don't think so. Nope. I don't think so. Based on the conversation that I had with my sister immediately following, and then with her later that day, and she was so concerned, because my mom does not curse, okay, except in very extreme situations.
Did she curse on that video?
And she said, what the H when I told her the
Oh.
snake was in. I know, to me and you, please, that's like,
That's not
nothing.
her. She wouldn't do that.
But she was really freaked out. She said, what the H? Of course, we bleeped it out because I knew it would be a big deal for her. But then because we added the bleep, then she was concerned that people wouldn't know what was behind the bleep.
Right, it
and
could
thought
have
it
been-
might be F.
Right.
And was even more panicked because, oh God, people are going to think I said that word. And I'm like, okay, so that was her concern. But I saw her later that night, and there, everything was fine. Obviously she was okay. She didn't get too upset with me. But it was really nice, and so we thought, okay, we'll just prank her because I know how she is. She gets really like worked up over things, and she was really super nervous that morning because I was going to drop Lily off to her house. She happens to live on the one street over from the gentleman who lost the cobra. So this is
wow.
why
Okay,
she
so
was
that
so
would make
concerned.
sense,
It wasn't
yeah.
like she lived out here by the
But
mall.
then
and
why
was
didn't
freaked
she
out.
tell the mailman? She said the mailman's coming. Why didn't she open the door and say, don't come in here?
I don't know. She
I
was
think
very
she was on
concerned
to
for
you.
the mailman. No, she was not on to me.
She was
I'm
not
going
concerned
to
for the
ask her.
mailman. No.
I'm going to ask her if she was on to me and report back to you. I don't think that she was on to me
Okay, but
whatsoever.
why didn't she tell the mailman? Why didn't she open the
Because
door?
I told her, don't open the door.
Yeah,
She
but-
was really freaked out. She told me that morning when I was getting ready to drop Lily off to her house.
Did she grow up in
about
Florida?
the cobra.
She grew up in Florida.
Yes.
So she's not worried about snakes. She knows snakes.
My mother is worried about everything. If you knew my mother, you would know. My mother is worried about everything. She'll tell you
We
herself.
have venomous snakes here.
Right. But in her mind, this cobra being in her neighborhood and one street over was going to get her.
Isn't it
She had
strange?
already made up her mind. It was going to get her. So she,
Did your video go viral by chance?
well, we've had, I think, like right at, if not over 20,000 views, which is
I would say
pretty
that's viral.
amazing,
Yeah,
right?
I would say.
And of course, we had no idea. We were literally just doing this for fun. It was happenstance. I decided to prank my mom, and Chris decided that I should use the phone and record the call. And then my editorial intern, Nicole, happened to be there that day. And so she recorded the perspective of me recording the call, and everybody just was kind of on board. And after the fact, Chris put together a really quick video, and we thought, it'll be fun. A few people will watch it. They'll enjoy it. They'll laugh. Anyone that likes prank calls. We had no idea that many people would view it, share it out. I think there's like 180 or some odd, shares or whatnot. But so it was fun. And the nice thing was, so many people commented about how nice my mom is because her concern was sincerely about
Your mom is really nice.
this mailman, and he's
Do
a
you-
father and all these kinds of things. So it was nice.
Of course.
She's like the nicest lady on the internet.
Well, you are the apple doesn't fall far, whatever they say. I mean, she's like you. You're like her.
She's way nicer than me. I'm going to tell you, my mom is way nicer than me. She is just a sincerely concerned person for all. Not that I'm not, but I'm not on her level. I can't take that
defend
credit.
you, Cara? Can I defend you a little bit?
Sure, okay.
And correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Has your mom ever put herself in the public eye the way you have?
No.
So therefore, you're an easy target,
I am
right?
quite easy.
Just
yes.
like we are.
Very easy target.
And when you're an easy target, you get a lot of stuff thrown at you.
I do,
So it's
yeah.
not that you're mean, it's just that you're defensive because people are constantly throwing darts at
Yeah,
you.
well, that's a good point. Now that
Yeah.
you lay it out that way, yes, I am extremely nice person. No, she wouldn't. No, she doesn't want anything to do with the public. In fact, this call, she was just like, oh, so many people are watching it. What are they thinking? She does not. She's not had the taste of
Can I tell you something?
the public eye. So
The other day, we did this just for the fun of it. We went on to Google News, and we just typed in the word Cobra. We didn't put the word Ocala. And we found news agencies all over the world, not just the country.
Really?
All over. Yes, The Guardian out of Great Britain.
What?
Right, I just did it again right now.
Are talking about our Cobra?
Cobra. Listen,
oh my gosh.
just real quick. I'll just tell you the news agencies covering the story. WFTV, that's Orlando. WTXL, don't know where that is. Nature World News is covering the story. Still today. 11 hours ago, Channel 35 out of Orlando. Fox News, BBC News. Search continues for Cobra. BBC.
Wow.
Search continues for Cobra. The New York Post. Cobra escapes from containment. Florida Today, which of course is a magazine. Law 360.
Wow. Is there nothing else going on in the world? This could be really good. This is good to know that this is what we're focused on and not someone that like hates one another, or like all these horrible bad things. I mean, yes, having a cobra on the loose, I guess, is bad technically.
New York Times.
But it's a lot better
New York
than
Times
something
says it.
horrible. Well, that's
Golf Digest. Golf Digest has the story about the cobra because it might show up in
it
your.
could possibly
in the
show up
ninth hole.
at the. I mean, I guess possibly. But I think that everyone has had mixed feelings about it. I, of course, opened my big mouth at the end of the day, that first day, and made a comment on Facebook that I guess got people up in arms.
What did you say?
Welcome to my world. I just said that, like in all seriousness, it is interesting to me that that people can't have, pit bulls and trampolines, because you know how some insurance agencies and some neighborhoods won't allow these things.
Oh, that's funny.
But that you can have a cobra. And I
That's
wasn't
funny.
saying it, in other words, I wasn't saying, like, hey, the people that own this cobra should be, shot and killed or hung publicly in the street. I was simply saying in my mind, you're allowed to have a cobra, but you're not allowed to have a trampoline. Like my trampoline isn't going to get out of its yard and go break your kid's leg.
Are we really not allowed to have trampolines?
Yeah, most insurance agencies will not
Oh,
allow
I
you.
didn't know that.
Most homeowners, if you're a renter, you cannot have trampoline. Most insurance agents will not allow you to have trampolines. And so I just made this, blatant comment that as I'm really thinking
That's a
this
good
thing
observation,
through,
though.
it's funny that we can't have a trampoline, but you can own a deadly, venomous, all these things all these adjectives that were being used, that you can own that. So
I got a
now
question
I'm the
for you.
devil because
Wait, I got a
made the
question for
comment.
you. Changing subject, but you reminded me of this. Okay, the women's movement that happened, last week? The ladies,
Yes.
Women's Day? Okay. They were complaining about not legal things, but men's behavior. If you read the list of things that they were complaining about, they were catcalling. They were just, you probably get it all the time, and I could understand hating this. Right? I said to Robin, if you walk through New York City and you pass 500 men, and 20 of them catcall you, you're going to feel like every one of them did, but there's still 480 that didn't do it. Okay. So basically what these ladies were asking for was for men to behave better, which is reasonable request if you think about it. But here's the irony. Just like you had an irony with your trampoline story, they're asking that men behave the way men are taught to behave by their conservative parents.
Not all men have conservative parents. I mean,
Right.
How is that?
But conservative parents will teach the little boys respect people and especially respect women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's it. Now they may not grow up to follow those rules, but that's how they're brought up. So these very, very liberal women are wanting their men to behave like conservative little men. Do you not agree with that?
No, I have my own opinions on that, and I just think that a lot of women are asking for things that they themselves are not willing to do. So you're walking down
Maybe
the street,
so.
some guy whistles at you. Hey, take it as a compliment. I look nice. Whatever.
Yeah, but some of
get
them
over
are-
it. Don't grope me. Don't touch me. Don't violate my space. That goes for men or women.
Right.
But I mean, come on, toughen up. I don't know.
but I
we're
think
tough
that-
women. We can take over the world, but you can't handle a catcall. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
But I think they want men to behave.
They want everyone to behave the way they
The way
want
th-
everyone to behave. And we
What?
all want people to behave in a certain way. But in life, no one is going to follow your set of rules. It's just not going to happen. And we are, at some point, just have to realize, these people have a set of rules and these folks have a set of rules. I have a set of rules. You have a set of rules. And we just have to learn to coexist and not try to demand things of other people. If he wants to catcall me, maybe he's a slime ball. Whatever. I feel sorry for his wife. Whatever. But you're going to keep walking. You know what I mean? Like,
So any of this going to be?
maybe we should start catcalling men and see how they like it. I don't know.
Men would love it. Are you kidding?
Some women love it. I guess I don't see.
Where do-
There's bigger fish to fry. I don't know. That's just me.
Any of this going to be in any future Ocala magazines? Will the Cobra story be?
So the Cobra, we're thinking about putting the Cobra on the cover of our, April issue. I'm just
No,
kidding.
you're not.
No, I'm just kidding. No, absolutely not. We're just going to watch it unfold. We're just trying to encourage people to, take it serious. So be safe. Obviously, if you live right there in that little nucleus of your neighborhood, be careful with your pets and your children and whatnot. But like people in Southwest Ocala, I think you're safe. I think you're all right. I think
they have
you're gonna
snakes there too.
There's snakes everywhere.
I
yeah,
know, that's the
right?
thing.
And spiders and just mean people and
There's always snakes.
people that are texting and driving. Those are the people we should really be afraid of. So.
Yeah, right.
But
Right,
like us
right.
on Facebook. We're doing giveaways. Watch our video. Share it out. It's a lot of fun. just, engage with us on Facebook. We're always doing something fun. We have our nurses event coming up, and there's information on our Facebook page about that. And there's just a lot going on, and we appreciate everybody reading and liking and engaging with us, and we try to reward that whenever possible. So, and thank you, Larry, for having me on today.
And happy birthday, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much. Thanks.
All right, we will take a little break and be right back.
Everybody tells me.
President Trump meets with German Chancellor Angela Merkel at the White House this morning.
On the agenda, defense spending and NATO.